Well, looks pretty tempting around this time of year, to be sure. That tug to put Indiana winter into the rearview mirror and head south to soak up the sun and surf. And Hoosiers are heading out of town in droves. Large crowds, long lines, large crowds at the airport and beyond. A lot of hustle bustle. It all adds up to the annual spring break surge at Indianapolis International Airport, which this year is expected to hit busy with a capital B. Travelers packing planes in record numbers. For more now on what it means to the airport and its bottom line, pleased to be joined by Airport Executive Director Mario Rodriguez, coming to us from the airport. Thanks for joining us, Mario.
Gary, it's an honor to be here with you. It's always great to be on your show.
Hey, you know, in the sports world, it's called flexing, you know, showing the awards, showing the hardware. I think that's what you're doing right now, right? 11
That's
years
what we do.
Yeah, 11 years in a row with the best airport in North America.
And we had these wonderful banners right behind me that said 10 years, but we decided to stick another thing on top of it because we want one more year. We want to reuse the banner.
Yeah. Hey, this has been a couple of tough years for the airline industry, certainly with the pandemic, but certainly a lot of signs that the industry is coming out of it. Spring break, very, very busy time at the airport. How is business? As I understand it, business is up when you compare it to peer airports here in the Midwest.
Oh, absolutely. We're about 10% ahead of our peer airports. Last year in 2022, this airport moved 8.5 million passengers. And as a matter of fact, you said it was busy. Today is the busiest day this airport has ever had.
Wow.
We're nearing about 40,000 passengers today. About 19 to 20 outbound and 19 to 20 inbound, which it's breaking all records. And although the longest line, and I caution everybody, the longest line has only been 25 minutes because we're very efficient. Please get to the airport a little bit earlier because it takes a little bit longer to park and it takes a little bit longer to get to the TSA line. Yeah,
certainly consumer travel is driving a lot of the activity there. Business travel, very important as well. There was some news. Well, first of all, I want to ask you about the number of flights, nonstop flights. The nonstop's always a big issue here in Indianapolis. Where does all that stand right now?
Well, right now, we're trending in a good direction. We got 46 nonstops, a total of 130 flights per day, all over the United States, including Mexico and Canada, which are very, very strong markets. We continue to look east towards Europe, and that seems to be solidifying as days go on. We get more business travel and starting to look better and better.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. The news broke recently, or fairly recently, that Cincinnati did land that nonstop to London that Indianapolis certainly wanted. Talk about that. I know it doesn't mean a nonstop to Europe is dead right now.
Oh, no, not at all. And between the state, the city, ourselves, we're really focusing in on making sure we reestablish service to Europe. And we have the backing of our business community, of our wonderful business community, which is extremely strong. I believe it's only a matter of time until we reestablish service. We're looking at Air France for a Paris trip. We're also looking at Lufthansa for a flight to Frankfurt, and also British Airways to London. So we're touching base with all those airlines and their partners to make sure that they view us as a very strong market. We're actually a $1.6 billion market for the airlines, which is with all stretches of the imagination, it's a chunk of change. In other words, the airlines draw almost $1.6 billion out of this market.
Lots happening at Indianapolis International. We'll keep an eye on that international flight as well. I know a new runway and parking garage. We'll talk about that later. Mario Rodriguez, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much, Gary.